We're back. Another race, another episode of the F1 2025 Alternate Championship. This is the Japanese Grand Prix, and you guys have voted for the Fuji Speedway. Now, this is absolutely massive. I cannot wait to jump into this race. I love this track. There were some good suggestions. Japan has some brilliant racetracks, and actually, I low-key fancied Motegi and even Autopolis, but Fuji has F1 pedigree, and we love a bit of Fuji around here, so I've got no complaints. The previous episode, guys, the previous race, round 2 for the Chinese Grand Prix, we did it around the Shanghai short variant layout. If you haven't seen it, I'll leave it on screen now, guys. Before we jump into today's race, there are spoilers ahead, so if you haven't seen it, go watch it. We're only 2 rounds in: Bathurst for round 1 Australia and the short Shanghai for round 2, and this is round 3 at Fuji. Now, as always, we have randomized the grid, so different positions for every single driver pretty much. We are starting from the back as always, and our challenge is to fight our way to the front. Obviously, maximum AI difficulty as always. Now, for this one, Piastri is the guy we're looking out for. He's our main rival in the championship in the drivers so far after 2 rounds. And also for this one, we have done the calculations. So the sprint race rules in F1 are applying a 100-kilometer distance as the race distance for the sprint. Now, for the case of Fuji, we have applied that 100-kilometer rule, and that equates to roughly 21 laps. That's going to be the race distance here today. So everything is ready to go. Let's go racing, guys. Leave a like, subscribe, and let's get into it. Fuji Speedway racing action with F1 cars. Lights on for the Japanese Grand Prix. And we're underway. We're going to go to the left. Bit of space here. Oh my god, bit of a brake check there. I was going to go into the grass to take evasive action. Right, easy does it. Down to turn 1 as we've got some dark skies, but no rain. Just a bit of cloud cover as we just need to try and get through the first lap or so, maybe 2 laps. Got to build the temperature up in the tyres. We've got Gasly on our right side here as we head into turn 2 or turn 3. I'm not exactly sure what that corner classes as, but here we go through the long right. Gasly off a bit wide there, but brings it back onto the track. We've got Lawson behind. Oh, almost thought I was going to drive the back of Pierre. You can see we've got, again, a mixture of compounds, a few C3s and C5s spread throughout the field. Down to the hairpin. Or is it a chicane? I don't know. Either way, down to the big braking zone for the first time. Trying to go through with the AI here. Again, tyres are still cold. So not feeling super confident at this stage. Side by side with Bortoletto, who's on the same rubber. So same situation as he gives me the squeeze out wide. Thought about it, but I don't have the grip in the tyres. We're going to get a good exit though. We're going to wait for the DRS. There it is. Hamilton leads in the Ferrari. Here we go. Up towards turn 1. Where do we brake? At the 100. Bortoletto's wide. We keep it tight. We get a better exit because of it. And we're through. So first racing overtake of the day. Up to P17. Still don't have any sort of tyre temperature right now. So I can feel we're just, you know, barely getting by. I mean, I have to lift there twice to get through that usually flat out right-hander. So just having to wait a little bit. You can see now the rubber is finally starting to warm up and get that temperature. By the way, 21 lap race. So 19 to go when we cross the line this time around. I was debating not running the chicane, but I figured you guys might not like that. So we're going to keep the chicane in for this one. But there we go. You can see the left side tyres now are slowly getting that temperature as we just feed it through this kind of very tricky sector 3. You can see they're still struggling for temp on the right side. Just trying to find the racing lines as well. Still, luckily, we've got plenty of laps to get stuck in here and make progress. Hamilton, 20.1 out front. Currently P17 for us. Not a ton of progress. Let's see, over the line, what pace are we looking at? On 21.2. Right. Looks like we've got work to do then. Let's try and now push on this one. We should be a bit quicker. The right side tyres just can't keep temperature. They kind of go cold on the main straight before we can really start to push them. But you can see gradually though the residual temp is still sitting in the tyre, so I'm able to carry more speed. So we are getting there now. This is a lap where we can probably start racing. So let's get after Stroll. Bearman as well, also just in front. AI keeping it a single file for now. No big battles. Stroll was having a look at Bearman there as we go for the chicane. Back end fighting it, but we're now starting to really close in. Purple middle sector. Getting that medium tyre to work. Just going to stay behind Stroll and be a bit more patient here. We're going to set up this exit. Oh, lots of understeer. Stroll with a poor exit. We're going to get on the battery here. Looks like a dead heat on the straight. We open DRS. Trying to get across here. It's dead even. I'm going to try and hang on to my battery if possible. As we get down towards turn 1, we go purple. 119.7. We're going to go for the switcheroo up and under, but doesn't quite work as I hoped. I couldn't really see turn 1 properly. Still side by side here. I'm not going to go for that. Don't trust the AI one bit. Oh my god. Woo. Good move. Good evasive action there. Stroll was a bit out of shape, so we got him on the up and under. That's P16, baby. But that last lap confirming we have the pace. 19.7. You can see now our tyres are holding that temperature a bit better, so we're looking good now. We can start working our way up the field. Still got a lot of work to do though. Let's see if we can potentially put some pressure on Bearman here for the main straight. Still don't know exactly what sort of line or gears to run through these corners. They're so unique and so different. This is what I saved the battery for though. Let's try and get a distant toe off Bearman. There we go, on the DRS now. Closing. Momentum down the inside purple third sector using that battery. Trying to break even later this time. On the inside we go. Excellent. Bearman's still there, going to try and get some battery on to make sure he doesn't try and put his nose down the inside. And we've got a car off, I think. Not sure either way. That's going to put Doohan a bit slow. It was Norris who went off. Jack Doohan's still there though, so I've got to leave room. Side by side with the Alpine. The Aussie rookie. Let's try it. Down towards the hairpin. On the outside. This is going to be close and tight, but we go through and make the pass. Lovely stuff. Right, let's try and now put some pressure on Lando here. One by one though, we're starting to make these moves and put the pressure on big time. I'm going to go for a tighter line and see if that works a bit better here, which it does. Right, on the battery then. Still going to keep the battery on into 8th gear and DRS as we close in on Lando here. Purple again. Inside line. Should be GG's. Bit tight on the exit. Norris is still there, but we get ahead. And that's us now splitting the McLarens. Here's Piastri, by the way. Our title rival. Down in P12 today. Bit of a mistake there. Running a bit too much engine mode. I went up to high to see, you know, how we do on the straight, but completely missed my braking point. Running that extra power. Just want to try and make some inroads here into Piastri and close in. Still not confident that corner's flat, by the way. Having to take a conservative lift. I do think we've gone maybe a bit too hard on the compounds. We should have gone for the C4 tyre. But it is what it is. Just got to make this one work now. The good thing is we won't have much tyre wear, I don't think, so we'll have good tyres at the end versus those on C5s. Purple middle, that's a good sign. Good progress. We're closing in on Oscar here. We might have a shot at potentially having a look on the main straight. If I can sort this final corner out and get a good run. There we go. That was nice. On the battery. And this is the RS. Through we go. This also should be a fastest lap. So we're looking good. Hamilton up front into the 99s. So he's dipping into the same second, but we are clearly the fastest car on track as, wow, Piastri's. Okay, fair enough. That was a big lunge. Caught me entirely by surprise there. I was not expecting that one bit. I did break a little bit conservative, but I never thought he'd get that stopped. Either way, he's in a bit hot through there. We're going to try it. Go around the outside. I just can't go flat. There's not enough grip. I'm having a look down the inside, but just no way by. We'll get another shot here, though. To the outside, down the hill, into the chicane. We'll try and break late. We've got plenty of space. Can I get the car stopped? Oh my god. Sorry, Oscar, mate. Do apologise. We're going to go through, though. Finally, but we almost absolutely binned it. That was a good save. After you use third gear through there, just to watch the back end still snapping away. The grip feels low, even though it's on maximum track grip. Just feels very slidey and slippery around it. Anyway, back on it, back on the chase. Albon next up. Let's get after it. Oh, good run through that. Let's try and put some pressure on. Same move as last lap. This time on the Williams. We'll make sure to try and watch the back end here. Can't break as late as we have Alonso just in front. Nice and slow in the second gear, being a bit more gradual with the power. Albon, though, fighting it back. We're going to try and go up and under. Oh, bit of contact there. Albon also all over the place. As I bottom out on the curb, trying to go around the outside. That wasn't the best bit of racing from me there. We'll try here, though. Albon's had a pretty poor exit, so we're going to get a good shot here, getting by. Just on the battery. DRS open. And there we go. Clean through. Up to P11 now. One off the points. Braking late. But even then, Albon with the absolute lunge. The AI just completely kamikaze send it into turn one. There's nothing I can do about it. That was good braking from me there, but fair play. We'll just have to watch out for that one from now on, or maybe try and go for a different sort of overtake. So Albon back through. So we're down to 12th. We'll try and get by again. It seems to be where I like to get my moves done. We've got good momentum here. We're going to get the inside line this time. Albon leaves it open. On the brakes as late as possible. Up the inside. Oh my god, Albon just hangs on though, around the outside cleanly. We get another little short run there, but the gap just closed. On the inside here. Is that possible? Yes, it is. Albon's disappeared. So you guys might have seen that from the off-board view, but we gained clearance there. So now we're P11, and I think we're in the clear. So we can now get after Alonso. I think we're just a little bit too far back for an overtake attempt here. Especially because we know what that AI like into turn one. So we'll just wait and try somewhere else. Oh, good exit there. Alonso slow. Opportunity. The inside. Alonso goes off track. Watch out for the rejoin. And there it is. P10, we force the error. And we pass Fernando Alonso. A bit too ambitious to hang on to the outside line there. Slowly but surely, we're working our way through. We're at half race distance now, just over. So we're on target for a podium at this rate. Hulkenberg next in the Sauber. Right then, out the last corner. We might even get a shot at George Russell here. Going to keep the battery on. We're going to get the double slipstream. Look at the top speed. Down the inside. Nope. They are just incredible at braking there. To be fair, I've just remembered as well, I want to hear you guys in the comments, because the AI don't use, you know, ERS manual override like I do, so should I use it or not? I mean, I can also switch between battery modes manually, which is basically the same thing, but I want to hear your thoughts whether we should, you know, switch to manual mode, so basically low, balanced, high, or keep the manual override, or just have one mode and stick with it for the entire race. Keen to hear your thoughts in the comments, guys, on that topic, especially now that you've seen a few episodes and the dynamic we have with the racing. Meanwhile, we're going to focus on getting past George. He's left an opening. I'm going to go for it. That was good. Great move there, opportunistic, and we've given ourselves a shot at getting past Carlos Sainz here. On the battery. This is what I mean. Maybe the override is a little bit overpowered, but it does allow me to get moves done. P7 now. Absolutely flying. Looking for that personal best, fast up of the race, but oh my god, I was so focused on trying to late brake to not allow Sainz to get down the inside that I completely have driven to Suzuka, mate. I've gone to the wrong track and I've had to come back, so that's my bad. Big mistake there. Way too focused on the late braking into turn 1. I also was looking at my battery, so that's a silly mistake from me. I have to get these overtakes all over again. Hulkenberg, first up. Alright, come on then. Putting big pressure now on Hulkenberg. Just going to be patient with the exit here. We're going to use George as a slipstream in front. Well, I'll say that. Hulkenberg's pulling away, so we're going to have to get on the battery. I forgot to open DRS, that's why. So we power past. Cautious on the brakes. Oh my god. That's the biggest send yet. I didn't want to go too deep in case I potentially hit Russell. But AI don't brake that late by default. It's only when you're side by side and racing them that they try to beat you on the brakes. In normal racing conditions, we're equal. They're just able to find like an extra 50 meters when they're side by side with somebody. Alright, come on, through here. Big snap. Still don't have that traction down, but we're going to just use the battery and the straight line speed to get this. Going to give him the squeeze. Oh my god, contact. As we both exchange paint. Come on. Trying to get past the Sauber around the outside this time. We go through. Finally. That took way longer than planned. Lost a lap extra. We can now get back onto George, who's had a pretty shocking last corner. That's going to give us the opportunity to get involved here. DRS open. I'm going to see if I can try and give him the pinch. Open the line and then just go up and under turn 1. On the brakes. There it is. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's the one. That's the one. Put them where you want them. Knock them down. Right, come on. Let's get after Sainz. No time to waste. Got to try and get back up there. Purple first sector. Still not flat through here, though. Getting closer. I think we'll be flat at the end. You can see the tyre wear on the left front. Gone through about a third of the tyre life. Ocon also not too far away. Oof. Whenever I think I'm safe, it just bites this track. It's got little things about it which make it dangerous. Sainz there bottoms out on the curb just like I did a moment ago, but Sainz runs the wide line at the last corner and we're going to have to just wait behind. Had to completely get on the anchors there, but we're going to get this one though. There it is with DRS. We also should set the fastest lap of the race into the 118s. There it is. A second quicker than Hamilton. out front. This time, we managed to hang on, although I was a bit cautious there. Sainz goes through our Bosqueda, might get, you know, dive bomb and push wide. Sainz gets it done though. Fair play. I'm going to try and set one up here myself. Up and under. Oh my god, no. Just don't have the grip. The front left doesn't work. We're going to get back on it again here though. Oh, that was close. Come on. Big lock up on the right front, but we're through. Finally. You see our tyre temp is dropping. These tyres are just too hard. Finally though, we're through. We can now get Ocon in the Haas for a top 6 finish. Good exit there. I'm just gonna leave my car on the inside here, and we'll try and match Ocon in a braking race, so that Ocon's pulling back through here. Up the inside. Nice move. And that is P6. Right. Antonelli. Next up in the Merc. Both Ferraris in the top 5, top 4 actually. Do I dare go for the double here? If we go all in and just go to high on the engine mode, could we get them both? Fast lap of the race. Closing in there. On Leclerc. Antonelli does not go for the send, so we're clear. And we've got that move done. Let's try and set one up now on Charles. Around the outside we go here. Do I have the grip? Almost contact. And again, it's wheel-to-wheel stuff. Gonna go for the squeeze around the outside. Come on. Yes, good move. Oh, almost paid the price there. P4. We're cooking. Verstappen, Tsunoda, Hamilton remain. Can we win this? We need about a second a lap on Lewis to do it, which is possible. I can see all 3 cars. This also should be another fastest lap, I think. Or should be close. Maybe not. Just cut that end bit. Cut the end bit there. That was a good save. I thought I was running well deep there through turn 1. Right, we've caught up. I've used basically all my battery on this lap to do so. So we've got a chance of getting by. Still got Tsunoda in the V-carb. Once we get the update to the liveries, we'll switch the drivers around like in real life. But we are on an absolute flyer here. Clean air this entire lap. Been able to use high on the battery. Both cars there with a slow exit. We're going to get Verstappen. Tsunoda as well. We're going to get the run. We're going to just get the inside line. Towards turn 1, another fast lap of the race. Here we go. Braking a little bit early there, a little bit cautious. Good exit. Come on. Oh, I do not like going side by side. That's a close corner. But we're through into second. Tsunoda potentially might have taken out Verstappen. But we've got basically a lap to catch Hamilton. This is going to be tricky. Last lap, 2 seconds we need to gain. Running maximum power here. Oh, big lock up there. All over the place. Tsunoda's out. Something's happened to Yuki. I think we're just not close enough. So Hamilton is going to win his first race for Ferrari. Good recovery drive though, as the top left leaderboard's broken. Tsunoda has retired, so it's going to be Hamilton who wins, and we're going to finish in P2. Good drive, one too many mistakes, but we could have won that. Either way, we'll take it. Good points in the championship, and we go on to Bahrain. But there's the line, and job done. Suzuki Lewis, what a drive. Well, there we go, guys. Absolutely insane. Love that one. Fuji is a great track for racing, genuinely. And I'm also looking forward to Bahrain as well, which you guys would have seen the poll on my community tab already. But either way, your final results, as you can see, classified. Hamilton is your winner, Verstappen on the podium, Leclerc 4th. So both Ferraris in the top 4, big result for them. Antonelli P5, and then Ocon, Sainz, Hulkenberg, Russell, Alonso are your point scorers. So just to quickly show here, Oscar Piastri P12, who was joint first with me in the championship, I believe, is no points today. So that's massive for us. Anyway, I want to hear some suggestions, guys, in the comments from you guys. Again, as I mentioned, should I not use the manual override? Should I stick to just one battery mode? There's other things I could do, like I think ballast and stuff in the files, which I could try to level out with the AI a bit, but I want to hear some thoughts from you guys on how we should approach it and, you know, evolve this series throughout the episodes. In the meantime, on screen now you would have had the post-race standings, which would have been updated. So I believe I am leading the championship, but generally speaking, this could change at any point. We know that AI, like in a Assetto Corsa, one wrong move and you could be facing the wrong way. So a lot can happen, a lot can change, and there's still 20 rounds exactly still to go. So a lot can happen. Anyway, guys, cheers for watching. Leave a like on the video, subscribe for more. As always, mods linked down below. A massive shout out to my channel members for supporting all the content that I make, and also check out the 2 videos on your screen, guys, for more content like this, including the previous race at China around the Shanghai short layout. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in my next one very soon. Take care, and it's goodbye from me. Ciao.